Hello, Wifey's Favorite League, and welcome back to another weekly recap, coming to you guys a little bit later than we normally do, so I apologize. We have 9 full weeks in the books, and we've officially hit the halfway mark of the NFL regular season, which means there's only a few more weeks before playoffs are here. With so many of our teams still in the hunt for the 6 playoff spots, things are starting to heat up as we approach the end of the fantasy regular season. Before we review the slate of games, let's crown our high score winner of the week as we always do. The winner of the $10 this week is David. Fresh off an interview where I told him he was getting lucky at every turn, the Navy boy took that personal and proceeded to drop almost 200 points to prove that no miracles are needed if you outscore everybody else in the league. So congrats, sir, on your first $10 bonus of the year, and without further ado, we go to the recaps. Starting us off, we have Bower Rangers taking on Chihuahuas. I want everyone to know that T. Higgins was marked as out in Abel's lineup 5 minutes before game time. But out of the goodness of my heart, I couldn't let him go out like that. So I took the high road and I told my boy his mistake, and he was able to switch in Tyler Lockett. Then Tyler Lockett caught a touchdown, and I really thought I was going to be punished for my kindness. But Josh, life has its ups and downs, took on JT Sunday night and outscored him to give me the win and prove that good karma is a thing. The fantasy gods respect it. But I was sweating, and it was a close one with a final score of 125.46 to 121.83. Next, we had my neighbors saw my Dak versus West Texas All-Stars. This was an absolutely comical game. Rich gets off to a hot start behind a 32-point game from Devon Achane, while Curtis has Drake London and Chris Olave both leave their games in the first quarter with injuries. Victory wrapped up, right? Time to talk shit and celebrate early? If you answered yes, you're probably similar to Rich, who never learns that the fantasy gods just don't like it when he gloats. But he did it anyway and had to watch as Saquon Barkley not only outscored Achane, but also backwards hurdled his way to giving Curtis the improbable win with a score of 143.48 to 139.82. Next up, we had Henry Had a Little Lamb taking on Obeite's Balls. Apparently, it's just a recent theme that we have the highest scorer on the week take on the lowest scorer. Happened last week and happened again this week as Nesdoba ran into the buzzsaw of the week that was David's team. Again, led by the dynamic duo of Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, David's team put up over 190 points on the week, and that is with a kicker who got injured and got him only 1 point. Nesdoba's team wasn't able to reach 100 points in this one as he had multiple positions put up under 3 points. Couldn't have done that last week, right? When you played me? No, you got to drop 170 on me, but can't even break 100 against David, right? Cool, got it. We went to high school together, thought we were tight, but whatever. David earns the blowout victory with a score of 192.5 to 97.45. Then we had Fourth Down Syndrome squaring off against My TDs Are Real. This one was an interesting one as Ashton absentmindedly left Amari Cooper in his lineup even though he was declared out, giving him a big fat 0 for one of his wide receiver spots. Normally, that spells doom for a team. However, not only did Chantel lose Puka Nacua to an ejection after only getting 2 points, she also literally lost a point from Xavier Worthy, who finished negative on the day. So that 0 from Amari Cooper was actually better than Worthy, who played the entire game. Zay Flowers' 31.2 touchdown game more than made up for it though on Ashton's team, and somehow he was able to escape without too much consequence with a score of 122.15 to 110.06. And then last but certainly not least, we had our game of the week as the football team took on Team Plemis in our number 1 versus number 2 battle, despite a strong showing by Phil, putting up the 3rd most points on the week behind a 39-point game out of Joe Burrow. Darrell would not be outmatched this week as he again put up 190 points on the backs of 30-point games out of Jalen Hurts and Garrett Wilson. Darrell stays hot, winning his 8th game on the season and his 6th in a row with a final score of 190.16 to 159.99. Some shakeups actually in the rankings this week, so let's see how everyone stands going into week 10. In first at 8-1, we obviously have Darrell's the football team, but moving into second place by way of points tiebreaker, we have David's Henry Had a Little Lamb, followed by Phil's team Plemis, both of them at 6-3. Nesdoba's Obey Tay's Balls stays put at 4th with a record of 5-4. Then My Bower Rangers moves up to 5th. Curtis's West Texas All-Stars moves up to 6th. Ashton's Fourth Down Syndrome moves up to 7th. And Chantel's My TDs Are Real drops 3 places to 8th. All of us, though, tied at 4 and 5. Then we have Abel's Chiwiwis in 9th and Rich's My Neighbors Saw My Dak in last place, both at 2 and 7. Now let's preview our matchups in Week 10, starting with Bower Rangers taking on the football team. I felt much better about this matchup in Week 1 than I do now. Darrell's team is an absolute force to be reckoned with, and I'm in danger. I'm just trying to compete this week. Go easy on me, Bo, please. Then we have Neighbors Saw My Dak taking on My TDs Are Real. Remember when I said last game was make or break for Rich? Well, shit, it just might fucking be broken now. I don't know, man. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Rich is looking to win his first game in 7 weeks. Holy fuck, it's been 7 weeks. Fuck. And Chantel looks to bounce back from a tough loss that saw her drop 3 spots in the rankings. Best of luck to both of you. 7 fucking weeks, Rich. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Then we've got Henry Had a Little Lamb taking on Chiwiwis. Second place team takes on the second to last place team as David looks to repeat his high score of the week. We are giving a lot of shit to Rich, but Abel's right there with him and needs a win in the worst way to keep any type of hope alive. At least not to get the shit trophy in his first year in the league. You can't get the shit trophy in your first year, bro. Next, we have Fourth Down Syndrome taking on Obey Tay's Balls. Ashton looks to continue his creep up the leaderboard as he looks to knock off another opponent who's right above him. Nesdoba is definitely ready to leave last week in the past and get back to his winning ways that have seen him solidify himself in the top half of the league. Good luck to both of you. Then in our final matchup, we've got Team Plemis taking on West Texas All-Stars. I usually record these before the Thursday night game, but you're already down over 100 points, Curtis. I've never seen anything like that after only 2 players. So, yeah, I just wanted to put that in there. Good luck to you, bro, but you might have to just chalk this one up to an L. Despite a tough loss to our number 1 team, Phil had a great week last week and still scored the 3rd highest in the league. He'll look to continue the success against Curtis this week. Curtis is hoping he's got receivers who actually make it through an entire game for 1 week and looks to give our 3rd place team all that he can handle in a tough showdown. But again, he's down 100 points. I don't know if you guys saw the game. Jamar Chase almost scored 60 and Joe Burrow almost scored 50. Like, what is life? Anyway, that is a wrap, folks. Thank you for watching and good luck in your matchups as the postseason gets closer and closer. I will catch you all in the next one. Deuces.